All right, we're all the way live. This is your boy Styles here with WestCoastStyles.com. You know what I'm saying? And man, today I got GotDamnit Dupri in the house. And I say that
Let's get it.
like his grandma or his grandpa or his mom or dad would say, God damn it, Dupri.
For sure. Yes, sir. Pleasure, man. Thank you for having me, bro.
God
Appreciate you,
damn
Styles.
it. I
What's
love that name.
good?
How'd you get that name, bro?
Well, Dupree is actually my middle name, and where I got the tag from, it was from a old friend of mine's sister. She just was around, and at the time, I was already doing beats, and I needed like a tag, so I was like, "Can you make me a tag?" And she said like multiple things, but that goddamn Dupree is the one that stood out, and then I just ran with that one since then. I was like 2010.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So it didn't come from mom and dad yelling at your ass?
No, it didn't come from mom and dad. It just came from a friend, just randomly. Yeah, and it just became very popular.
I love it, man. I sometimes, when I want to say something, I sometimes go, God damn it, you free, just out of, because, I see your name, so much. And
Yeah, it's like
sometimes
a
I'll say,
trend.
like,
It's like a yeah,
and instead of
yeah,
saying, and not to be disrespectful to the Lord or anything like that, I say it
right.
that way. I go, God damn it,
And it's funny that you say that, Styles, because that's why I don't put God, I don't put God. That's why it's GOT. God damn it, Dupree. You know what I'm saying? Because I love the Lord too. God fearing man. I don't want disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that like sometimes you want to say because you're mad at something, but at the same
Right,
time you don't want to be disrespectful.
right,
I mean,
right. Exactly.
I totally get it, bro. I totally get it. So tell me a little bit about yourself, man. How long you been producing and making beats for?
Seriously, I've been doing it for about like 10 plus years now. I started off rapping, wanted to rap like typical, and
Uh-huh.
nobody was giving me beats, so I just started creating. You know what I mean?
Oh
Start
shit!
making my own. Got a hold of FL Studio. I think it was like FL 7 or 8, and then it was a rap from there.
Damn. How long did it take you to become good at this shit, though? Because I mean, you started from scratch, man.
Yeah, I did. It didn't really take me long. Just I kind of been around music a lot, like just growing up because my dad does music, so kind of watching him.
A
And then I
word?
had a few, yeah, yeah. So then I also had like a few friends at the time, like kind of like showed me some of the ropes. One of my friends was my boy Jay Deeds from Long Beach. He had kind of showed me some things on FL Studio because he's a little older than me, but he was working on FL, so he showed me a couple things at the time. So and I
Nice.
just took that and just put my own sauce on it, bro, and it was a wrap from there.
Tell me about Pops. What does he do?
Well, right now he just he's just working, but he sings, raps, and he produces. He
No
was
shit.
he been doing it as a kid. Yeah, he goes by RB. That's his entertainer rap name.
Uh-huh. RB.
But yeah,
Any chance of you getting him on some tracks?
it's funny. We actually got some shit in the cut. So
Word?
shout out Hit Boy and Big Hit. But
Yeah, yeah.
God damn it, and Big goddamn it got some shit coming too. Be on the lookout. For
I
real.
love it. I
Yeah.
love it. We need more of it. Hip hop is 50 years old, so it's about time. We get some. Some.
Bring the roots while
Yeah,
we here.
yeah. Exactly, man. Exactly. That's cool though, man. You're able to learn some things from Pops and his, his skills and all that. Um,
Right.
but you mentioned you were a rapper. Were you any good at this shit or nah?
Was I any good? I think so. I think I
Yeah.
was pretty good at it. Yeah, but I just decided to just put that up, put that on hold and just go full throttle in producing because I feel like even when I'm producing, I feel like it's a whole story. So as I'm making the beat, I'm like rapping
Hmm.
as who I want to, like whoever I'm making the beat for, I'm intentionally making for them. So I'm like, as damn near rapping their parts and rapping how they would rap on it. So
Wow.
it
So when are
definitely
we
helps
when,
out a
when are
lot.
we gonna hear you on some music, man?
Damn, you trying to get me on my Pharrell Kanye shit, huh? I don't know, man.
Hey, why not?
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, I already got a few tracks out. I got a track out with my boy D Nice, another multi-platinum producer, with him, Freddie Gibbs, and our boy Lucky Forte. It's
No,
out on all platforms right now. That song is called House Shoes. So, go get that.
all right.
Yeah.
Cool thing, man. So you picked up producing from scratch, which is dope. Well, who was your first client?
My first client, it was
Yeah.
my very first client. Damn. Shit. I don't even know like off the back, but I think it was just like probably like somebody around the way. And they
Mm-hmm.
gave me like a couple $100 for the beat, and I just thought I was the man. Like, oh, I could really do this. Motherfucker want to buy a beat? Like, this was before I had the Tyga record. I was just, just doing like a lot of local shit at the time. So
Uh-huh. All
it
right.
definitely gave me that confidence, and it showed me, oh, I can really do this shit and make some money off this. That shit hard.
All right. So, how did you navigate through the game to get where you are now? Like what? Like I'm trying to get to the point where before you got on, but that time all before that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you have to do to go through to get to that point?
I had to work on my craft a lot. Like more like, I have to treat it like a 9 to 5. Like, yeah, I
But like,
love it.
but I'm talking about like what artists do you have to go through to get to that point? Like,
Oh,
to get you
different
recognized.
artists. I mean, different local artists. At the time, I was working with a group. I don't know if you ever heard of them. It was like a little local group called LMKR, and I had a few names like Compton AV. I know you heard of Compton AV.
Oh
He's
yeah,
doing
yeah,
the
yeah,
thing
yeah.
right now. He was like the main person, and a couple other artists, and they were like kind of like some of the first artists I was like really like got like some type of light in the city like with, and we did like a lot of records. So I would say Compton AV and another artist named Mac Ace. He was like part of the group LMKR as well at the time. So
Mm-hmm.
and then just like I said, like a lot of like my local friends and shit. But the record that really got me to like to the higher steps was a
Yeah.
record with Dash. So you remember the group Cold Flames?
Okay.
Yeah. So we had a record. The record is bouncing on my dick, but it happened to be for Tyga, and Tyga featured him on the record. And
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
yeah, and then how that happened, the record was sent, to Dash originally, and then my guy, his name is Pookie Effin Rude. He's like, good guy. He's like a
I
heavy
know him.
promoter out of Long Beach. Shout out to Pookie Rude.
I know
He
it's
ended
a
up
single out.
shout out to him. He ended up putting the play together, getting the record to Dash, and then Dash ended up getting the record to Tyga. So that's how that went. And obviously I made the beat. So shout out to them on that. And then after that, it just took off. And shit, the record was doing well. And then shit, I just never forget. I remember I'll never forget. It was like 2011, 12 when the record came out, like a few months after. I promoted the record and I tagged Tyga in it, and Dash and everybody else. And then like I want to say like a few minutes later, Tyga followed me, and then it was a wrap from there. Then he DM'd me like, "Hey, I need some more shit like that." Then yeah,
I love
and it's
it.
been a wrap ever since. So yeah, shout out to Tyga too.
Man, that's dope. I like what you and G Perico are doing right now. You guys are like Batman and Batman.
Yeah, thank
I,
you. Ain't no Robbins, man. It's all Batman. I
no,
like it. I like that.
two Batmans,
Yeah,
just,
for
just like
sure.
doing their thing. And uh, why don't you tell me about that run and your work together?
Well, yeah, we met a while back when I was in the group when I was doing my thing with League of Stars. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that group. At the time, we had met him like around around the studio and shit. He was just like another artist that was around that was managed by like the same management we was managed by at the time. And this was like I want to say 2014, 15. I
Mm-hmm.
want to say, and really we was just getting like album cuts and just like a single here, a single there, nothing crazy. And then I want to say after he left Rock Nation,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of 2020, going into 2021, that's when he hit me up, and we just kind of locked in a little bit more. And then that's when we created LA Summers, and the rest is history.
Wow.
Yeah. So shout out to G Perico as well, man. That was,
Mm-hmm.
and then how that happened, like the sound, we was just creating. I was just sitting, he was just tapping in just to like, like let's create. But the very first record that like solidified, this thing we call LA Summers was
Yeah.
is the record I'm in Traffic. Cause I sent them a beat. It wasn't an accident, but it was a beat that I didn't even, think he would even vibe with, because it was something totally different from what I was already sending him and what he was already, prone to at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm in Traffic definitely started that sound. And from there it was a wrap.
Nice. I mean, I like what you guys actually fit together very well. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's not something that you really find a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
right.
times, you'll hear just a beat and a dude rapping over it, and it's kind of like, all right, that's that's cool.
Right.
But then you come into situations like you guys where like it's like almost like a perfect combination.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah. It is really dope. It is like we definitely complement each other, like artist and producer, very well. So
Hmm.
LA Summers 3 on the way, by the way. It's crazy. October 20th.
Wow, that's soon.
Yeah, that's soon.
Man,
We not wasting no time, man.
wow,
So
wow, 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 wow. You've
yeah.
also done stuff with other groups, and other
Yeah.
acts. You had something with Baby Stone Gorillas recently, I believe.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes. The Goddamn It Baby Stone. So we got part one, which dropped last year, did very well. We had a RJ feature on there. And then this year we did Goddamn It Baby Stones Part 2, which is doing extremely well. Doing
yeah,
actually better than the first one, because a lot of people been like reaching out saying it's just more it just sounds bigger. It's just, like the group complements the beats as I compliment the group. Like, like you were saying with G. So
yeah.
definitely like the elevation is there. You know what I'm saying? People love it.
Mhm. Now,
So
how do you approach working a solo artist versus working a group? Because there's like what, four of them, I believe. The group.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like it's all the same. I feel like it's just the energy. Like I got good chemistry with all the artists. So like when I'm in the studio, I'm not just giving them the beat. I'm like producing it with them. Like, you know what I
That's
mean?
good.
So
That's old school. That's how they
yeah,
it was done back in the day before
right,
people just started emailing each other beats and just don't back and forth. And now but if you guys are in the studio together. You have that chemistry and vibe, and you're able to create on the spot, and you're able to just be spontaneous. Like I feel,
right,
you know.
exactly. So yeah, it's dope. I love it. It's really dope. And then sometimes like it'll be like we'll do post production too. Like the LA Summers, it was like a few records like me and G was like together, and we was doing like like outros to some of the beats, but we was like right there together when we did it. So it was dope. It was really dope.
Yeah. Well, that's something I heard recently from somebody. No, yeah, from me and Glasses were having a conversation, and we were talking about Dr. Dre, and he said it's all about the pre-production,
Yeah.
the production during the recording, and then the post-production. That all makes a difference. You know,
Right. Right.
it's
Right.
not giving them the beat. I mean, there's beginning, during, and after. Um,
Right.
that really makes a strong record, and you're able to hear things that you had wanted to do earlier that you forgot about, or just it came to you on the spot.
Right.
I'm not a producer, but that's how I would think how it
Yeah.
works.
Nah, you got it. You got it right for sure. Like you want it to sound like how you vision it, so you have to be there. You know what I'm saying? So for sure.
Yeah, because I mean, there are beat makers, and then there's producers
Right. Right.
who can actually craft a hit. You know what I mean? And give direction and do arrangements and all that stuff that instead of just here's your beat, here you go, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
You know, um, but man, it's still, man. I look forward to everything you got going on. I believe, in my opinion, that if you keep it up, you could be one of the legends that people talk about here on the West Coast, like when they talk about a DJ Battle Cat or a DJ Quick or
Right.
I mean, or Dre, and, things like that. Man, it's
Yeah.
just like or even how like Mustard gets talked about. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Um, and because I've worked with just about all of those guys. You know what I mean? From for years,
Right.
and so I know talent when I hear it, and that's why I wanted to get with you as quickly as I did, because I'm like, man, this guy's gonna be going places, and you
Right.
know what I mean. And we want to be promoting him, and we want to be singing your praises. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
you
No, I
know,
mean that's exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing. Styles, like executive producing for projects, because I realized, just having like album fillers as they call them. If it's not the single, it's an album filler, right? So I just
mhm.
look at it like, I don't want to be that producer when it's all said and done. So that's why, I'm gratitude to like, artists like the G Pericos of the world and like Baby Stones and, the Dupri Grams of the world, like, just different artists that I've did 4 projects with, because 5-10 years from now, like people will talk about them. And that's when, and of course by then it'll be even more. So, like that's exactly why I do that, because
Yeah,
I
those
want
are
to be
called
established as
all-time
that, like,
classics.
not just a beat maker, but like, a
Yeah,
producer, and
all-time
more, a
classics is
mogul.
what it's all about. I
Yeah,
mean, you want to make music that people will be listening to 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Not
right,
just this summer and gone.
right.
Um,
Timeless music, you
yeah,
know.
music. That's dope, brother. Man, so what else can we expect from you down the pipe?
Oh, so I'm sorry, say that one more time.
What else can we expect from you down the pipe? Like,
Oh, I got some shit dropping with 310 Baby soon, and another a big artist. I don't want to say, but it's coming.
Okay.
It's coming real soon.
I
Uh,
understand how that goes. I've been hearing that
uh,
my whole life.
yeah.
I can't tell you right now.
Hey, but remember I said that, but then when you see me post, you can be like, okay, now I see why. It's but it's one of those.
Hey,
Um,
I got
I got
nothing
some.
but time, so I'm here and wait. So it's all good.
Yeah, I got that. I'm actually working on an album, my debut album. I just dropped a prelude, like an EP, on the 29th.
That's
It's out
right.
right
That's
now,
right.
all
We were
platforms.
on that. That's right.
Yeah, and so right now I'm working on the album, and then a couple other albums. I won't say too much. YG next project, working on some shit for that. And then some sync shit as far as like, for TV shows and commercials. So a lot of big things. I don't want to say too much, but it's a lot. It's a lot coming, and it's a lot out right now. That YG Tyga album got
Mm,
2 on there. That Thumping and Choose Up.
correct.
My EP, the prelude. Shout out to you again for dropping exclusive that Mo Money with G Perico.
Yep. Yep.
And
Yep.
GotDamnit Baby Stones 2 out right now. Got a record on RJ, new project that Amio Grill. Shout out to RJ. That's out right now. And then LA Summers 3, October
Mm,
20th. Colorblind, the single, out right now.
yes,
You
sir.
know?
Yes, sir. Man, I appreciate you taking the time. I'm gonna name this the Goddamn Styles interview, man.
Yeah, come on. Salute. Thank you,
Goddamn
Styles,
Styles.
man. It's a pleasure you having me, legend. I appreciate you, man. Just add me to the list of the, to the legends you did the, what I mean?
I
The
will.
interviews with, man. Appreciate
I
you, bro.
will. All right. Before we
Blessings.
go, can I please get a shout out for West Coast Styles?
Nah, for sure. Man, shout out West Coast Styles, man. Goddamn it, Dupri. Man, pleasure for having me, man. Shout out West Coast Styles once again, man. Let's get it. Goddamn it, Dupri, West Coast Styles.
God
Let's
damn
get
it,
it.
Dupree.
Goddamn it,
I,
Styles, man.
I love it. All
Yeah,
right,
let's
brother.
get it.
Yeah, you have yourself a good night.
You
Thank you
too.
for the time again once again. And man, this is just we're only getting started. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you too. You have a blessed night and thank you again. Appreciate it.
all right, bro. Peace. Have a good night.
You too.